Hello and welcome to the Adobe Express hotline.
Yeah, hello. I was wondering, I'm a bit of a pickle right now. Could you help me? Maybe you can design a cool, really rad lead magnet for my email list, and I really don't have the time or the experience. Can you please help me?
Of course, I can help you. Let me show you how to do it in Adobe Express right now.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be paying you later. Bye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Adobe Live. I hope you enjoyed me and Tim doing our little acting debut there at the beginning. So nice to have you with us. Let me just see who's joining us in the chat. We've got Oliver, we've got Caroline, obviously, we've got Tim. And yeah, we're going to be back in Adobe Express. This is the task that we're going to be tackling today from Papergraphy. We're going to be creating a cool lead magnet for email subscribers. So yeah, if this is something that you haven't thought about before, maybe you are a small business but you haven't started growing a mailing list, it's definitely something that I would recommend and that you should consider. And one of the great ways of getting people onto your mailing list is to create a lead magnet. And a lead magnet, if you are unfamiliar with the term, is basically a document that you have created, something useful, something that's going to help them related to your business, that is going to encourage them to give you their email address. So that is what we are going to be thinking about today. Oliver says you can't hang up on Tim. I know, I kind of hung up on him before he finished talking. So yeah, let me know in the chat if you've got a mailing list. Let me know if you have a lead magnet already. If not, I am going to show you how to create one today. I have a few different lead magnets for my mailing list now, and I'm going to be using the text from one of those for our design. It's usually a PDF that they can then automatically download. So basically, you would set it up so they subscribe to your mailing list, and then straight away they get sent an email. It can all be automated. Where they get an introduction to you, you to introduce yourself, and then there would be a button where they can click on and download the PDF email. Tim says the only magnets are the Adobe Live branded ones on my fridge. Okay, well, I think you need to, well, I don't know if you do need to start a mailing list, Tim, since you work for Adobe, but you never know. You might decide that you want to. It doesn't always have to be work related as well. And you can make your lead magnet really fun and completely linked to your business. So I've seen some really cool ones where people have maybe, like in the pandemic, there were people who were offering coloring sheets for mindful coloring. You know, people could download a PDF. Anything that you can download in a digital format could work well. Okay, so let's get started. Now, for a lead magnet, I'm going to do it A4 and portrait, just in case someone, say, wanted to print it out. And I'm going to aim for 3 pages. So it's going to have a cover, some text, and then my lead magnet is going to be a branding checklist. So it's for people who maybe want to learn more about what they could incorporate branding wise in their business. And so, yeah, I'm going to do A4 so that they can print it off and tick off if they want to. But they might just decide to have a digital version, which obviously is absolutely fine as well. And so, yeah, I'm going to have a cover, like an introduction page that's got text on, and then the checklist on the 3rd page. That's what we're aiming for. Let's see if we can get that done in half an hour. I feel hopeful. Hi, Uma. Hi. I've already said hi to Oliver. It's nice to see you all. Let me know in the chat if you have, yeah, if you've got a lead magnet already. Okay, so for this one, I was thinking that it might be nice to get some inspiration from the templates. So if we scroll down and look at the templates, now one of the things that I was thinking is that I don't want to start from scratch with my cover. And so I'd like a sort of style that I can follow. So we can have a look through at the templates. One of the things that I searched earlier, I had a look at lead magnet, not much came up. There's quite a few, if you type in sort of fact sheet, quite a few things turn up, but not necessarily, in the sort of size or layout that you would need. I think this could be quite fun. But remember that we've got the resize tool. So even if something turns up and it's not the dimensions that you want it to be, you can easily just resize that. So I think this could be a contender. Let's have a look and see what else we can find. I think that might be the winner, actually. I actually really like this style, sort of bright and playful. We could take this as our sort of almost like basis for our lead magnet. In fact, yeah, I think that could work well. I'll just have another little look to see if there's anything else I like better. But sometimes it's just nice to not have to start from a blank page. And even though these aren't things that I'm going to use, like they're not in the right setup for what I need, I can still use the elements and the sort of design as my starting point. This one's quite a nice color palette as well. Historical fun facts about the UK. I love the ones that are fun facts. During the 16th century, the king raised a tax for everyone with a beard. Brutal. Anyway, there's lots of I think because I'm in the UK, there's lots of coronation and UK history based stuff. I think I'm going to go back and find this one. This was the one that I liked. So we're going to start from this. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. We are just creating a lead magnet for a mailing list. So what I'm going to do straight off is resize this. So I want it to be A4. They might, oh, here we go. Here we go. They do have it in here. So we'll click A4. Now it's going to do its best to resize it, but it's not necessarily going to get it exactly how you want it. Now I'm just going to duplicate the page because I want to keep some of these elements for my second page. But I'm going to delete these blocks for now. And I'm going to turn this into my cover. So I am going to keep the title, keep the text. I'm probably going to add in a picture of myself so that people know who the lead magnets come from. And yeah, we'll get going. Uma says, didn't almost everyone have a beard back then? Yeah, I think they did. So off topic, but I'm enjoying the beard and historical chat. Okay, so I'm going to call this branding checklist. Already it's looking nice and bright and visually appealing, I would say. We can play around with the colors a bit in a minute. Now, you might decide that you want to have a picture of you to sort of build that brand recognition. You might decide not, but let me find, if I find my branding, then I should be able to find a picture of me that I can use. But this picture doesn't really go with the style of this kind of design. So I'm going to do a few little things to get that fitting in with the design better. Okay, so I'm just removing the background. So we've done this lots of times before, but you'll remember there's just a remove background button over there. It's nice and easy. If you do need to sort of correct anything, like say if my little sticky out ear like wasn't showing up, I could sort of go in and correct that with this brush. So you can either erase more or restore some of it. But I'm happy with how that's looking. So I'm going to put that down here, but what I'm going to do is play around with the filters and see if we can get something that looks something like that, but maybe with darkish red. I like that it's picked in the colors from the project, so I can sort of see what looks good. Ooh, keep things consistent. I think maybe like a darkish red or maybe a darkish pink with the yellow will work quite nicely. Okay, and then I should probably put my name in here somewhere and maybe my website because ultimately, you know, you want this tool to work for your business. So yeah, you're getting people onto your mailing list. You know, if you're a freelancer, I guess the goal is that they buy your products or sign up for the mailing list. Oh, Uma says the purple was also nice. The purple was nice, actually. Let's go and try the purple again. Maybe something like that, but with the yellow. Okay, yeah, I like the purple. Let's go with that. Let's put by Liz Mosley. Maybe have this in the purple now that we've added that to our color palette. And then we could have another bit of text that says something along the lines of find out everything you need to keep your business on brand. So just like a little blurb explaining what they can expect in this PDF. Let's left align that. I'm going to move this guy. Oh, let's just group those two together. So I'm just doing the shortcuts for group, but you can use the button over on the right-hand side as well. Bring this down here. And then I'm going to use the eyedropper tool and get this sort of deep pink from there. So there we go. We've got a cover. I think that's looking sort of nice and bold. I might just add a couple more stars in, maybe another smiley face, get some more of this purple in there. Let's put another one of these. I'm going to change that color to the purple. Ooh, and bring that back down and group these sections together so that I've got my face. Okay, here we go. Feel like this is coming together. Let's put another star in. Over here. This is, yeah, great. Okay. So now we're going to start working on our next page. Now I saved this because I wanted to use I like how these blocks are looking. So I've got, let me just minimize my window. I've got over here some text that we can use. So I'll just keep that sort of toggled open here so that we can get bits and pieces. So let's just change the title of this to the checklist. I might not use all of this text because it's quite long. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And also, if you've got anything that you'd like to be covered on a future Adobe Express hotline stream, every sort of Saturday or Sunday before the stream, we're putting up a question box so you can go in and fill it out. So if there's anything that you've thought, oh, I really wish Liz would cover that, I'd love to hear it. Right, so I'm going to put these boxes around the place. I'm going to make them a bit bigger. They're going to have some information that I want to share. So we might have to adjust these in a bit when we add more text, but we'll start with this for now. All coming together. Bring that to the front. Remember, you've got your stack of layers here, so it's nice and easy to move your elements around. Let's bring this little star out slightly, and I'm going to change some of these to the purple. And you'll see here that it's got some opacity on it to give it that sort of washi tape. So you can just adjust that here, how much transparency it's got on it. I love that it just automatically, once you sort of you're using a template, it automatically pulls out the color palette for you. So you're not having to sort of go around and trying to get things to match. It's just all looking nice and consistent. Right, so I'm going to add some text, and I'm just going to quickly sort of style it and get it to the size that I want it before I copy and paste anything over. So let's just go with, I think, something like Lato, just something that's nice and easy to read. We'll probably make this about 12 points. I don't want it to be too big. And I don't think I want it to be the pink. I think I want it to be sort of like we'll just go for an off-white for this because we want it to be as legible as possible. And then I'm just going to start copying and pasting some of this text over into the text box. I'm going to make sure that it's all left aligned again so that it's nice and easy to read. Let's just pull this over slightly. And I'm going to make this one, this is actually going to be a small one. I'm just going to copy and paste this, get all my elements together, copy and paste this below. So we got another text box. You'll see that this has gone to the back again. So we just need to bring that forward. Let's bring this down. Now I'm going to copy the type over just so that I can keep the styling the same. Although weirdly, I see it's just made it way smaller, but that's easy to fix over there. Okay. Okay, there we go. I can get it nice and lined up. So let's put in about what branding is. And we'll put in we'll have a little title here. So we're kind of like setting our style guide as we go, really. But once we've done one, we can make sure that everything's nice and consistent, which is great. I'm going to get this for the title. So I'm just going to copy and paste it using Command C, Command V, if you're on a Mac. And I'm going to make that smaller and make it a purple. Ooh. Having issues with lining things. Okay, there we go. I got there eventually. What even is branding? Let's change that. Give it a capital letter. It's always good. Okay. I think, yeah, when you are using larger chunks of text, it just takes a little bit of playing around to get everything where you want it to be. I'm just going to make sure that this little smiley chap is grouped together so I don't have any issues. And I might just bring it up so that it is over the box. Does that work? Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. Okay, great. It's coming together. And we just need to keep filling in these boxes. So we'll just get some more text from over here. Actually, what I'm going to do first is copy and paste this so that I can keep the styling the same. I'm going to make this title the pink. I think this would definitely be an eye-catching lead magnet. That is for sure. And I would say good to have your sort of text all ready to go before you start laying it out in Adobe Express. Okay, let's just change this. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. I want to take it onto 2 lines. There we go. And left align, bring this down. I'm liking how these sort of like little sticky tabs are breaking up the content so that it's nice and easy to read. I'm just having to use my arrow keys to line this up because it's not doing what I want it to do at the moment. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, great. So we just got a few more bits of content to add. So we'll just copy and paste this again. And bring it up here. We'll make that brand guidelines. A bit of information about that. And as I said, you can make this about whatever is related to your business. So maybe it could be, if you're a marketeer, it could be some like marketing tips. You want it to be something that is valuable and that is going to help people, that they can, that they're going to want to download. But it could be, it could be something fun as well. So like, for example, I've seen people who come up with ideas for keeping your kids entertained in the holidays, and they might make a PDF that's got some of those ideas in that you could download. It can honestly be anything. Hi Sean. Let me know in the chat if you've already got a lead magnet, if you think it's something that could be useful. I have definitely seen it help my business, and email marketing has a great return on investment. Just going to delete this one. I feel like that's one of those things that people just say. And at the beginning, when I first started, I was like, what does that even mean? But I have come to see that that is true. And I've definitely had people who get in touch about work when I've shared, say, in my to my emailing list that I've got space for clients and stuff like that. So it is very good for that kind of thing. So I'm not going to get all of this text in, but I think this will do nicely for now. So we just got some different bits of information about branding. And then one thing that I am going to do is just add my website and contact details at the end, because ideally that should be on every page so that it's easy for people to get in touch with you if they need to. I'm just going to write a made up email address here. Put it down there. Make it a purple so it's easy to read. Okay. And then we'll just copy and paste that. I'll put it over the other side. I think it could do with being a bit smaller. It's absolutely massive. We'll make it 12 as well, or maybe 14 would be better. Okay, so let's have a look and see where we're at so far. So we've got our cover here, and then we've got our first page, which has kind of got information about branding in general. And then we are going to create the actual checklist. So from within this sort of preview section, I can just duplicate the page here. So I'll just do that. You'll see that it's saving for me in the background. I am terrible at naming my projects, but I'm just going to name it. And it's very helpfully given me a suggestion for a name, which was spot on. So that's good. Okay, so in this document, I've also got the checklist. And I think I'm going to use these blocks again for the checklist, but I'm just going to change around the colors so that it's obvious but it's a different page. Let's see how that's looking. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I might make the background the yellow. What do you think? Do you think it should be yellow or pink? Let me know in the chat. I think actually maybe it should be the pink. The yellow is a bit too bright. When I was a kid, purple and yellow used to be my favorite color combination. So I've obviously gravitated back to that. So I'm going to keep my email address and website down at the bottom. I'm going to delete this text, but I'm going to keep these headings. In fact, no, I'm going to keep the text because I can actually use that for the checklist. Let's just delete this block, because I think we don't need that one. So I'm just going to select all of those elements and bring it up. And then I'm going to click on visual branding. That's going to be the heading for this bit of the checklist. I've broken it down so that it's like easy for people to understand. I'm not going to get all of it in today. And there it's made it a list for me, which is handy. And so the idea is that people can go through this and check off what is helpful for them. I'm just gonna move this out of the way so that I can just delete these bits because I don't think we're going to need all of them. Caroline says pink background's easier on the eyes. Yeah, agreed. There was something not quite right about the yellow. It was definitely harder to read. And that is definitely something to consider when you're putting this together, is that you want people to be able to easily read it on screen. And the other thing that you might want to think about is potentially you could have a black and white version in the document in case anybody is wanting to print it out. Yeah, because they might not want to print full color like this. So that's sometimes a kind thing that you can do to help people out. I've seen that in sort of courses when people create workbooks, they'll often have like a very beautiful color version. And if you're planning to read it on screen, then that works perfectly. But they also do a sort of simplified, kind of low ink version as well. So I think we are getting there now. Hang on. I can see where I've gone wrong here. Let me just need to delete from here down. And there will definitely be some bits I've missed. Okay, we are nearly there. And we've got a few minutes to spare to get this last bit done. So this last section, if I can get it to copy, is going to be marketing. And we just need to move this back so that it's behind. We'll put in marketing and then copy what we need. And now I can minimize that and get this last bit in. And hopefully this shows you how easy it is to quickly put together an email lead magnet. So there we have it. There's like a few little things that would need to be rejigged and sorted out. But if we scroll out, you'll see we've got 3 pages. We've got our cover, a bit of information about branding in general, and then the actual checklist. And then what you're going to want to do is download this as a PDF. So you'll download it as a PDF, and then whatever you use as your sort of email provider for your mailing list, it'll just be a case of uploading this PDF with a link. Is usually very easy to do in all of the sort of main ones, and then people will be able to download it. And there's other things that you might want to do. You might want to, if you've got boxes that you want people to fill in, you might want to take it into Acrobat and make it, make the fields so that you can fill them in. There's lots of things that you can do. You can make the links active as well. So yeah, hopefully that will be helpful for people. So thank you, Papergraphy, for that question, for our hotline. Please keep an eye out for the box and come and put some suggestions in. I'd love to know what you'd like to learn how to do in Adobe Express. And yeah, that is all we've got time for today. I will be back next week with a regular stream, not a hotline stream. And if you stick around now at 2 p.m, Tony Harmer, the legend that is going to be back. And he is going to be doing a grunge poster design, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. So come and hang out with Tony at 2 p.m. and I will see you again next Monday. Have a great rest of the day, guys.